I'm going to give some respect to Jake Paul because my boy is trying to go band for band with the UFC. And I'm telling you right now, he's doing a lot better than people think he is. With that being said, guys, make sure to subscribe and clock in, and let's get ready to talk about some UFC. So Jake Paul and his promotion, MVP, are finally taking a step to putting it to Dana White, starting their own MMA card, and I guess MMA promotion under MVP. What do I think about this card? It's decent. It's not as good as a UFC numbered event, but it's better than a UFC fight night, if that makes any sense. These fights would have been amazing, banger fights, if we lived maybe 10 years ago and 5 years ago. Why do I say 5 years ago? Because Francis Ngannou is fighting on this card versus some bum, the wicked bum of the West. I don't know who that is, and I don't want people to call me an MMA casual because I don't know who he's fighting. But obviously, Francis Ngannou is going to baptize that kid because that kid has probably not sniffed anywhere near a promotion in his life. Then we have Ronda Rousey. Good person, good fighter. She was a WWE fighter at some point. Gina Carano, another UFC fighter who went to acting. She was on The Mandalorian. Shout out The Mandalorian. I'm going to just say this right now. This fight is too late. Way too late. This fight would have been better, I'm not joking, 20 years ago. Gina Carano, I think that's how I pronounce her name, last fight in the UFC was 17 years ago. Ronda Rousey last fought 10 years ago. We're dealing with aunties right here. But you know what? I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they have something left in the tank. Ronda Rousey, she looks pretty good for her age. Honestly, that's what I'm going to say. So next we got Nate Diaz and Mike Perry. Another fight that would have been amazing 5 years ago. Mike Perry, I'm just kind of confused on when he's on right now because he was on the BKFC thing. He looked like he was doing good. He was a champion of the division, won a lot of times, then lost to Jake Paul and spiraled out of control after that. I don't know what he's on. I think he should go back to BKFC, but I think he has enough left in the tank to beat Nate Diaz. I'm telling you right now, Nate Diaz has to be the most overrated fighter of all time. He really has one good one, and that was against Conor McGregor. And again, Conor McGregor does not really fight at 170. Conor McGregor fights at lightweight and featherweight back in the day. He's not a 170 pounder. But even though a lot of these fights are older fighters, I do think the card is pretty decent. And before anybody starts to say that I think that this card is better than the UFC White House card, you're smoking on some baloney. There is no shot. I think Nate Diaz, Ronda Rousey, Francis Ngannou is better than Justin Gaethje, Ilia Topuria, Michael Chandler, Alex Pereira, Cyril Gane. That is an elite card. Even though people might have had their expectations really high for that card, me, bro, I literally thought they're going to have Alex Volkanovski. I thought they're going to have Alex Pereira, John Jones, Conor McGregor. Looks like they're not. I was smoking on that gas because that clearly is not happening. Am I a little bit disappointed? Yes. But it's still a decent card. It's not crazy, but it's decent. And just because I say that doesn't mean I'm going to start hating because I think the UFC is better. No, it's going to be baby steps for any promotion trying to take on the UFC. Because in MMA right now, there is no other promotion that's even close to the UFC. So if somebody wants to get there, and I do think Netflix and Jake Paul will be big players in this UFC MMA journey, just because number one, Netflix has the eyes, Jake Paul has the draw, everybody will watch an MMA fight on Netflix. Just because, number one, everybody has Netflix. Everybody likes MMA right now. That's kind of a popular sport that everybody wants to watch. But again, never in my life did I think Jake Paul and Netflix will team up to try to take down Uncle Dana. And will it work? I personally believe no. I don't have faith in them. I think they're going to do maybe some miscellaneous kind of circus fights. Then they're going to give up. Because the UFC has so much control over the market that there's no beating them. Everybody knows outside of the promotion is just not the top fighters. It's kind of like the NBA. Nobody really watches the EuroLeague because they know the top competition is in the NBA. But depending how much money Netflix wants to pay these fighters, that might be a serious competition later on. Because if Netflix is able to poach some fighters, kind of when they become free agents, when their contract ends up, they could go talk to Netflix. If Netflix is like, yo, I'm going to pay you more, then I can see a bunch of fighters going to Netflix. And a lot of fighters going to Netflix because they're paying more instead of going to the UFC. Which honestly would be a smart decision for a lot of up-and-coming fighters. Because in the UFC, you make 12 and 12. 12 to win, 12 to show up. Netflix, they might pay you 30 grand. just to be there. And that might be something that might have a lot of prospects going there instead of the UFC. But Dana White is honestly losing zero sleep about this fight. Because look, number one, everybody has a stigma that the UFC is the best of the best. If you think about any other promotion, like, damn, that promotion's trash. Like, why would I go there? And everybody thinks the same thing. Everybody's dream is to get into the UFC. It's kind of like the NBA again. People want to get into the NBA because that's where the best of the best go, and they want to be the best. But I honestly want to give mad respect to Jake Paul for even attempting to go after the UFC. Because these fighters, very good fighters back in their day, even though I'm going to break down the fights in a later video, I do think Jake Paul is going in the right direction with maybe trying to kick off his company in the MMA space. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think Jake Paul's MVP promotion MMA card is going to pop off or it's going to flop completely? Make sure to leave your opinion in the comment section down below. But with that being said, guys, make sure to watch my last video on why I think Canelo and Jake Paul is going to happen and why Jake Paul is just moments away from announcing a big fight with Canelo. With that being said, guys, make sure to upgrade that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.